safe is not your comfort zone. So many of us are waking up to our spiritualities and we want to merge what we do and what we feel, what we believe in, what our inner knowing is. So we want to merge our business with our spirituality, right? Well, some of us are more self-development, where we want to merge our developmental selves with what we do for a living. And that's why so many of us are really drawn towards life coaching, right? And really drawn towards making a difference in people's lives and helping them out of their current situations so that we can end suffering. So we start to learn about what's called a safe space. A safe space is a container. It's a part of you or somebody else who can hold a safe space for you while you're able to be vulnerable and surrender and accept and release. So if you know somebody in your life that's a really good safe space for you, you oftentimes want to go to them so that you can break down, so that you can actually feel your feelings. They help you do that. And so what a safe space is inside of us is a secure foundation within ourselves. So this relates to the attachment theory in psychology, where if you create a secure foundation with your baby, which means they trust you, you were there for them, you didn't baby them, you had this like really good balance of space and like believing in your child, that the child starts to develop a really secure foundation within themselves. Especially as a parent, if you have a secure foundation within yourself and you challenge yourself and you get out of your comfort zone, that's going to show your kid, whoa, I can do that too. That's a secure foundation. And so what happens with children with secure foundations, because they have a secure foundation at home, they'll go out in life and they'll take more risks. They'll be willing to do things out of their comfort zone because they know that they can always come home to that secure attachment. So many of us never learn this. Like for me, for instance, I never had that secure attachment. I never had the confidence. I was really shy and I was very timid and just very to myself. And so what that did for me was it took away my willingness to take risks in life and really get out there. So I found myself not feeling secure within myself. And so as we wake up, one of our paths of initiations on this path of awakening is to create that secure foundation within yourself. So part of that is when you're first waking up, right? And you're like, whoa, I'm realizing that the way that society does things is not healthy. It's not good for us. A lot of society is in a scarcity mindset. I woke up to the medical system, the scams, the distortions that's out there, right? And so when we wake up to that, we oftentimes feel like our foundation is literally shaking because the foundation that we grew up on is an illusion. Society's programs are illusions, and they're oftentimes passed down generation to generation through various traditions, but it's time to change. It's no longer sustainable. So we're all kind of waking up to the lies, to the distortion, to what's been kept from us, to how much we give our power away. A lot of us give our power away to our friends, to our parents. We still live in their king and queendom. So what we have to do is take that power back and believe in ourselves and know ourselves to be the best version of ourselves, which is our higher self. So in this transition, you oftentimes will go through paths of initiation. So like the first one is realizing these lies and illusions and nobody else realizing them. And you're like, how can other people not see this? It's because your third eye is opening, right? Well, when your third eye opens, you actually come to that conclusion of, okay, I can see things differently than other people can. But when that happens, you oftentimes will manifest resistance in your reality from your friends and your family who don't understand yet. They don't understand because they can't see it yet. They're not there yet in their evolution, in their ascension. So what happens is that we start realizing, wow, I can't surround myself with these people anymore that I just am doing unhealthy things with. And so as people start to fall away, this is the same path as success with self-development seminars. They tell you that to be successful, you are who you surround yourself with. You are the 5 people you surround yourself with. And so what they tell you is, How much money do these people make, these 5 people? And ask yourself if they have what you want. If they have what you want, why are you taking their advice if they don't have what you want? You know what I mean? So in a more spiritual way, a more conscious way to build this consciousness, this business is going, okay, I want to look at the 5 people I'm surrounding myself. What are their programs still? Are they in lack or scarcity? Where are they at spiritually? Do they get along with their family? Are they getting out of their comfort zone? Are they being disciplined every day to get things done? And you start to notice, whoa, I'm rising up, and not everybody is ready for that. So then you kind of go on this hero's journey. And when you go on this hero's journey, you're deciding to embody your higher self. And within that is you have to learn to create a secure foundation within yourself, a safe space within yourself. And why I say your safe space is not your comfort zone. Your safe space is inside of you. Just like home is where the heart is. Seriously, it's in you. And you don't have to be controlling your outside world in order to create a safe space for yourself. Yes, I don't put myself in bars anymore. I don't put myself in low frequency areas anymore because I just own my energy, right? I don't want my energy around that. But the thing is, to create a safe space within yourself, you know without a doubt that wherever you go, you are safe. It does not matter who you run into, what you do, who you're going to talk to, if you meet resistance, if an obstacle occurs, if a problem arises, or if you lose a loved one, you know that everything is going to be okay. That is a safe space. That is your secure foundation. And it is built on trust. So what you have to do is learn to trust yourself again. What you have to do is learn how to trust yourself so that you can trust reality. Because what is within is without. And if you don't trust yourself, then you can't do that. So I'll take it a step deeper. When you don't trust yourself, it's because only you are lying to yourself. You're the only one lying to yourself. So what that means is that if you're committed to something or you're willing to change your life, you've got to get uncomfortable. It just goes with it. You've got to get uncomfortable because the more uncomfortable you get, the more change that starts to occur. Remember that. Anytime you're uncomfortable, tell yourself, I'm changing. I'm taking off the layers. I'm just becoming who I truly am. So instead of like changing, you actually are becoming who you already are. You're just taking off those layers. But I like to say I'm changing, I'm growing, I'm embodying my higher self. I'm taking off the layers, right? So the more uncomfortable you get, the more you're going to challenge yourself. And when you challenge yourself and you get through it, all of a sudden, your backbone, you start to stand up a little bit taller. And you're like, whoa, I can go anywhere. I can meet anyone. I can do anything. And I will not give away my power. That is true confidence. No one can take you power. No one. And so as we learn this as spiritual beings, as conscious beings, success has been so distorted and people are in it just for the money and it's very lonely and this is the illusion, right? Well, success can come in many different forms. And if you're like me on this path of creating financial abundance for myself and creating that for other people, this theory alone will change your whole world. Now, some obstacles that you might run into is I actually don't trust myself and I have shame. Or guilt, or not feeling worthy. Those things can come up and you have to be able to work through them. So what I do with myself is I ask myself, where did that self-talk come from? You have to be very aware of the self-talk when an obstacle occurs. Start to surround yourself with people. This is why I created a tribe. Well, we created a tribe for each other because it was a house of mirrors, right? And so I get mirrored back how I truly am during an obstacle. And if I get stuck in a victim mentality, then it shows me, whoa, it's who we are when the shadows arise that will show our true colors. because within the shadows are the light. Within your shame is your gifts. Within that guilt or that frustration or the so-called darkness that no one likes to talk about, that's where your gifts are. So for me, not feeling worthy, going through sexual trauma, knowing that's why I push people away so much. That's why I self-sabotage myself, is because I actually didn't feel worthy. And I didn't know that I didn't have a secure attachment within myself. So I had to learn to build that up again. And this is what I do with my teams. I'm a mentor. We create spiritual businesses. But within that, it's not just business, you guys. Like, it's very emotional, and it can be such a paralyzing feeling to procrastinate, because your mind is literally there to keep you from doing something unsafe, or what it perceives as unsafe. That is a survival mechanism. So if you're about to start a business and all of a sudden you think, oh my gosh, I don't know if I could do this, your mind goes, wait a minute. Why did you just pause? Wait, why did you just pause? Something's happening. Oh no, survival. Oh no, keep her from doing this. Oh no, keep him from making that decision that could end up wrong, keeping you from getting hurt. If you were to take anything from this, take the risk to be hurt. Take the risk in life to make mistakes. Go towards that, because no matter what, whether you're going to start a relationship, start a business, start something new, try something new, it's okay to get hurt. Don't fear it, because those are our biggest lessons. Trusting and knowing that you're not scared to get hurt in this relationship because it is meant to be. Do you see how this confidence can show through? And if you're having trouble with relationships or meeting somebody, sometimes you might have like a clingy energy. That's why, because you're actually scared of getting hurt. So you hold on too tight. Or you're somebody that just pushes everybody away because you're really actually scared of it. So I hope this helps. If you guys would like some information on my mentorship, email me at joinjilly.com. I love you guys. I wish you water.